Ken Jennings from the hit game show Jeopardy! Will make a surprise movie debut in a beloved comedy sequel. Seattle-born and raised Ken, 51, can be seen in the trailer for the new Happy Gilmore 2 movie. Adam Sandler will be starring in the beloved sports comedy, which drops onto Netflix on July 25. And none other than Jeopardy! Host will be starring alongside the 51st Dates star. Also seen in the trailer and joining the previously announced cast are Travis Kelce, Bad Bunny, Jackie Sandler, Eric Andre, Margaret Qualley, Martin Herlihy, Tim Herlihy, Nelly Corda, Nancy Lopez, Vern Lundquist, and Jack Giaraputo. As well as Kevin Nealon, Benny Safdie, John Farley, Kim Whitley, Lavelle Crawford, Cameron, Eminem, Post Malone, Marcelo Hernandez, Dan Patrick, Oliver Hudson, Reggie Bush, Becky Lynch, Nikki Garcia, and Jack Nicklaus. In the trailer, Jeopardy! Host and winner Ken, sports radio host and commentator Steven, and rapper Cameron all make cameos talking about Happy Gilmore. Taking to Reddit, one eagle-eyed fan spotted Ken and said, "Ken in Happy Gilmore 2? Did anyone catch that glimpse of him in the trailer? I squealed. Would be hilarious." Someone then replied with, "I think it will be a super brief cameo." A second then said, "I saw this and wondered if he would play the Bob Barker role. Love Ken but I don't see him faring well in a brawl against Happy. But it has to be something related to that storyline, I'm very curious where they go with that." Someone else then responded with, "I think Ken being some kind of MMA savant would be hilarious." Ken is known because of his record-breaking, consecutive 74-game winning streak on the game show Jeopardy! When he first appeared on it as a contestant. He first appeared on Jeopardy! As a contestant on June 2, 2004. His winning streak then ended that November. He earned over $2.5 million and became the highest-earning American game show contestant at the time. Ken later became a host of the show and has also written several books. Ken's life away from Jeopardy! The Jeopardy! Host recently gave his fans a glimpse into his world away from the iconic game show. Taking to Instagram to share a snap away from Jeopardy! Ken smiled and beamed beside his son. "The Lucky Mariners earrings might be heading for an 0-1 start," he captioned the snap. With his wife, Mindy Boehm, Ken shares a son and a daughter. The couple welcomed their son named Dylan in 2002, and their daughter named Caitlin, in 2006. In the photo, Ken could be seen beaming beside his son Dylan. The father and son duo rocked matching baseball jerseys, matching baseball caps and equally wide smiles. Ken was on the left and snapping the pair's selfie, while Dylan was on the right as he leaned into his father. Dylan is in his early 20s and looked ultra cool with his long curly hair grazing his shoulders. When the news broke that Jeopardy! Host Ken Jennings would be trading in his iconic clue cards for a Hollywood script, fans of both the quiz show and comedy movies were left equally stunned and delighted. The record-breaking game show legend and now beloved host is about to add movie star to his impressive resume. According to multiple sources close to the production, Jennings is set to make his big-screen acting debut in the highly anticipated sequel to the cult favorite comedy Superbad. Yes, you read that right. Superbad 2 is happening, and Ken Jennings is in it. An unexpected casting twist. Word of the surprise casting first leaked when an eagle-eyed fan spotted Jennings on the closed set in Los Angeles last month. At first, rumors swirled that he was simply filming a cameo as himself, maybe hosting an over-the-top trivia night or appearing on a TV screen in the background. But insiders now confirm that Jennings actually plays a quirky supporting character who could steal the spotlight from the movie's famously chaotic main cast. Producers have so far kept tight-lipped about the plot of Superbad 2, but early whispers suggest the story picks up nearly 20 years after Seth and Evan's high school misadventures. The boys are now grown men, navigating adult life with the same awkward charm, and they find themselves back in their hometown for a high school reunion that spirals into an outrageous night of bad decisions, nostalgic heartbreak, and surprise guests. Enter Ken Jennings. The role, a trivia mastermind gone wild. According to the leaked call sheet, Jennings plays Mr. McKinley, a mild-mannered substitute teacher turned trivia host who never really left the high school scene. When the main characters arrive at a dive bar hosting the world's hardest trivia night, they're stunned to discover McKinley is the quizmaster, and he's taken his job way too seriously. Described as a man who treats pub trivia with the gravitas of a Nobel Prize ceremony, Jennings' character ends up drawing the guys into a hilariously escalating bet that includes public humiliation, stolen trophies, and, reportedly, a chase scene involving an antique globe. Ken's comedic timing is shockingly good, says one crew member who asked to remain anonymous. He's got this deadpan delivery that fits the vibe perfectly. He can deliver a savage burn without even blinking. Fans lose it online. When news of Ken's involvement broke, fans did exactly what you'd expect in 2025, they rushed to X, formerly Twitter, to share their excitement, and memes. Ken Jennings in Superbad 2? The man's about to drop daily doubles of chaos. One fan wrote. Another posted a photoshopped image of Jennings holding a Jeopardy buzzer like a grenade, with the caption, "Seth and Evan weren't ready for Final Jeopardy." A popular Reddit thread speculated that Jennings might be playing a version of himself, maybe a multiverse Ken who quit hosting to become a trivia-obsessed cult leader. One fan commented, "If this movie ends with Ken Jennings leading a trivia cult in an abandoned high school gym, I'll personally fund Superbad 3. Ken breaks his silence. It didn't take long for Jennings to confirm the news with his signature humor. Posting a selfie from what appeared to be his trailer, he captioned it, "What is my movie debut?" He later shared a brief video message, joking, "I always said if I was going to break into Hollywood, it had to be in a sequel to a beloved movie about underage kids trying to buy beer. Seems fitting." He added that while he was nervous at first, the experience of stepping onto a comedy set was surprisingly familiar. Hosting Jeopardy is a lot like acting in a comedy, he explained. You keep a straight face while chaos unfolds around you. Also, people yell answers at you all day long. A full circle moment. Some longtime Jeopardy fans see this movie cameo as a full circle moment for Jennings, who rose to fame in 2004 with his record-breaking 74-game winning streak. For 2 decades, his image has been synonymous with quick wit and nerdy charm, traits that the Superbad franchise has always celebrated in its own way. He's always had this understated comedic side, says pop culture analyst Dana Gold. If you've watched him banter with contestants or handle the weirdest answers with a smirk, you know he's basically been auditioning for this role for 20 years. Will this be the start of more? The big question now is whether this will be Ken Jennings' only Hollywood outing, or the beginning of a whole new chapter. Rumors are already circulating that the director was so impressed with Jennings that they've written a post-credits scene teasing his return in an even bigger role for a potential third installment. Others are pitching ideas for spin-offs, Mr. McKinley's Trivia Night, an offbeat mockumentary about the underground world of competitive trivia, hosted by Ken himself. Some fans have even floated the idea that this could inspire a real-life trivia-themed comedy special starring Jennings and other celebrity quiz fanatics. Jeopardy stays his first love. Despite the buzz, insiders say Ken has no plans to trade in his iconic role as the face of Jeopardy anytime soon. In fact, producers at Sony reportedly encouraged him to do the cameo, believing it would help modernize his image and keep him relatable to a younger audience. "It's great for the brand," says one studio executive. "Ken's a genius, but he's also funny, and that's something we want more people to see." Jennings seems to agree. In a recent interview, he summed up his feelings with typical dry wit. "When I got the Jeopardy job, I figured my Hollywood career peaked. Turns out, the peak is hosting trivia about Shakespeare while wearing a wig in a bar scene with Jonah Hill yelling at me. Life is weird." The bottom line. With Superbad 2 aiming for a holiday release, fans won't have to wait long to see if Ken Jennings really does steal the show. If early reactions are any clue, the beloved quizmaster might just deliver the comedic performance nobody knew they needed, but everyone will be quoting for years to come. One thing's for sure, if Ken Jennings can master a daily double, who's to say he can't master a punchline, too?